Hey, wait, yo guys, hello. Hello guys. On! Hello guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And this stream will start. 1, 2, 3, start. Okay, Mega going to pushing. Bam! 18 kills. This is live right now in Fortnite. FaZe Mega going for the bottom. Bam! FaZe Mega, come on. Okay, bam! He got the win. FaZe Mega. Good job. Now West. Behind the score
What's going on,
with
Fortnite
Zeke.
fam? We're here for week number 8. And you know it's time to go meet up with the casters, so let's...
So much for your intro, Zeke.
No! It's time for a weekend!
I'm Golden Boy, one of your hosts, and we're gonna jump right in.
I am so excited to be casting these games today. We are back.
All right, so we're getting ready. It's been a really great day so far. So a lot to get through. We want to talk to... What?
Actually, something.
Okay, all right.
I found a slipstream.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Squints. Yeah? So you're the in-game producer.
5
But
minutes,
is there
now
more we need to
West.
know about
Come on.
in-game observing?
I believe so, and you should go talk to Andy
Week
about that,
9.
Zeke.
These are the finals. Come on, boy.
Hey, what's up guys? My name's Andy. I'm the in-game director for the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers. So whenever we get into game, I take over from Joe, our broadcast director.
Seriously? Why does that happen?
Deciding which one goes live on air. None of this is possible by myself, so I got a lot of help from my game producer as well as my observer director.
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Rose. I am the observer director, so I work with every observer individually, make sure they get the greatest shots, the greatest stories, so that when we go to Andy and he goes and cuts the show,
Is that
we make
scissor?
sure.
Come on! Shut up!
If he is able to carry the momentum over into this one.
Are you guys curious to see how audio works for the broadcast? Let's go meet up with John.
Hi, I'm John. I'm the audio mixer, or A1, on Fortnite. Welcome, Fortnite fam, to the audio booth. This is the audio board. All the audio that you hear goes through my hands. This is all of our wireless microphones for all of our talent. And then right here are
In
all of
4
our
minutes and
in-ear
15
monitors,
seconds,
or IFTs.
the game will start. If you guys haven't known, this is week 9, the finals. So yeah.
And then they turn on their mics. I think Zeke should have heard that right now. Did you hear that? Nice. Also, I have a window.
Seriously?
We're all done. Yay.
Day 1's done!
What are you talking about? World Cup finals over, guys, okay? I won everything.
Guys, I just want to let you know, my favorite person in the world is in this room.
Wow.
Which one do you think it is?
It's not me.
I'm happy to tell you.
It's not me.
It's actually Kitty Plays! Boom! Right there! You know, it's not easy
Kitty
making
plays,
this
yo.
look good.
Kitty
Let's go meet up
plays.
with Monique, the makeup artist, to see how she gets all this done.
No, I don't like that guy, Zeke. He's such a... Oh, hey! Hi, I'm Mo. I'm the makeup artist. I'm the one that makes these nerds look beautiful. Oh, Zeke. Sorry, let me just reel.
There's two people that don't get nearly enough love. They are the people who operate the...
My God, just shut up.
That's Mo!
touched on right there is when he gets knocked out with that RPG, instantly rips. Oh my goodness, that was
North, you know, setting up their cottage, setting up their homes.
Take 3, take 5, take 4, and 5 minute game!
Ready off 5, ready off 6, take off 6.
Keep on 1!
Ready off 3, take off 3. Ready off 10, take off 10. Take off 5, take off 6. Take off 6.
And cut. Keep up the good work. Are we gonna do a Fortnite? Wait,
Hey, put your hand in the screen if you play Fortnite, yo. Subscribe if you play Fortnite. Leave a like if you play Fortnite. World Cup, come on, boys. Fortnite World Cup.
We've seen 8 weeks of amazing Fortnite Battle Royale action. Players from all around the globe have battled it out, and some have been able to already book their ticket to New York City to compete in the Fortnite World Cup final in front of thousands of live fans. $8 million has already been given away, and now coming down to the wire. Week 9 is the final opportunity for competitors to try and qualify for the solos competition. Who will join the likes of Dubs, Stompy, Tfue, and X2 Jordan on the stage in New York City? Who will be able to clutch up in their final moments, in their last fights, to earn one of the final 19 spots? And with the last 2 weeks on the horizon, we are increasing the weekly prize pool to $2 million. So, get on the battle bus and drop in. This is your last chance to name yourself among the best of the best and to build your way to a spot at the Fortnite World Cup final. What are you waiting for? The battle is building and you don't want to miss out.
Oh, sorry. What's up, Lucifer? Hey, shout out to my best friend, Face Lucifer. Just saying, in chat. XXX, XXX, Epic, XXX, yo boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifiers, Week 9. The solos action continues. NA East is done. NA West soon to begin. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop, and I'm here to provide you with all the entertainment. Just before we get to our casters for these games, NA West is now underway. The final region, the last spots will be decided. Only 2 positions left up for grabs, and I cannot wait to see how it all plays on out. First, though, we've been live throughout the day with matches across all the different regions, and here's a look at our schedule. Obviously, Oceania, Asia, Europe, Brazil, NA East. They've all concluded. They are all done. Now underway is NA West, as you see that start time of 7 p.m. Eastern. Now on the board. As you know, top 25 here in the format earns you 3 points. Top 15 earns you 5 points. Top 5 earns you 7 points. A Victory Royale, 10 points. And Dr. Lupo, every single elimination you get is plus 1 point. As we head into Brising, you see exactly the difference here. $2 million this week.
Jack?
$2 million is a lot
of money, Jack.
Yes, it is. And I would like $2 million, please, Epic, as we keep going.
You are not good enough to get it, Jack. We do have the qualifying spots remaining. Remember, this is the last week of solos. 8 for Europe, 6 for NA East. We've seen so far Asia, Brazil, and Oceania as well. And the last region for the day, for the weekend, for solo qualifiers thus far, NA West. Picking up 2 spots right there, Jack.
2 spots, that is it. Of the, what is it, 98 positions. 2 remain. Who will get them in the end? As you know, the top 3,000 compete here today. We've been using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup as we do every weekend to see your guys' thoughts in the day. Some pretty wacky questions for you guys up to this point. Not sure exactly what to expect from this, but here we go. I'm really enjoying the Fortnite World Cup. Can't wait to see who comes out first today. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate that. I genuinely think at Zekimus Prime is such a good caster. I never hear him mess up on words or say something dumb. That's a paid actor. Kato, Fortnite World Cup. Yes. Love all that stuff and beautiful artwork right there. Here's my Bright Bomber, unfinished artwork, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. I'm looking for Sundown's Twitter. Is that even his name? By the way, he's the best.
You do indeed, Jack. You're ridiculous.
I don't know. It's just what I had to do. But no, we have an interview coming on in here. Can we say hello? I believe.
Bev player in.
What was the preparation like for this week?
We got here last week before the duo started, and the three of us have just been playing 24/7 arena, everything that we possibly can, just prepare for this weekend, and paid off.
It absolutely did. I mean, you could say it paid off in many different ways, but now you're qualifying for the biggest stage. Obviously, people have dreamed of making it here. In your opinion, what worked for you today that made this possible?
I won my fight off spawn.
Yo quería tell you guys at least that this was the winner of week 8. 21 kills, 22 kills on the best streamers of the world.
Hey,
a lot of things that really needed to go right went right.
It seems to be
that needed to.
Exactly. It seems to be a lot of people's answers. The things you need to go right do go right. You can't complain with that one too much. Now, when you found out you made it, who'd you tell first? What was your reaction?
All of my bros and my bro cord. I was in a channel of like at least 10 of them, just screaming, and then I called my mom and my dad and my grandparents. And obviously the people that I'm living with right now.
They found out too. I'm sure it was the screaming that gave it away. That's so awesome. Now, Aspect moving forward, we've obviously got, you know, the Pro-Am coming up that I think a lot of people are excited to watch. We've got the duos, but then New York City, the World Finals event. Have you ever been to New York City? How excited are you?
I was in New York when I was like 7. I'm really excited to go. Really excited. I'm going. My sisters and my dad's gonna be there. It's super fun. I'm gonna meet all my bros IRL. It's gonna be a great time, and I'm gonna win like $2 million.
Oh, there we go. I love the confidence.
I was literally gonna ask. I said you have your family coming. All these people are gonna fly out to New York to see you play the Fortnite World Cup. What's your prediction and how you're gonna do it? I think $2 million is easy. Hey, right there.
It's a good weekend of Fortnite, I think, if you wind up making it. Aspect, it's great to hear from you. I'll give you the floor. Any shout-outs you want to do? Shout out your social media. Let us know.
I will say I only called today because I used code SEND-ASPECT in the item shop. My Twitter is AspectFN_ on Twitter. Make sure you follow that. I need followers. I need the impressions, please. My Twitter is AspectFN. I mean, my Twitch is AspectFN. You should follow that too because I am an alpha male. And yeah,
love that Aspect. Congrats again, brother, and we'll definitely be seeing more of you soon. Keep practicing, and good luck. Have fun in the final couple weeks. Folks, that is Aspect there. Absolutely great to see. Awesome, dude. As now we take a look, our next thing we're going to go through before we get to our games, where we currently stack up in NA West.
The last region, Jack.
That's it.
All of it's on the line, and at the top they're already qualified.
Okay, Pika's always
holding first place. Jack, you can't deny it. You can't push him out of the spotlight. World best game in Pika. I mean, we're only a couple games through thus far, 2 or 3 across the entire top 10. We've got a couple names we've seen up here a number of times.
Yes.
Right?
And Harrian's actually was who got first, I believe, yesterday in the NA West qualifiers, or was up there throughout the day. So stacked standings as you'd expect, but our games are ready, Lupo. We're ready to get into the action. NA West, we're not the casters, begins right now, folks. Let's welcome in our casters, Zeke and Sundown. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much, Courage. It's crazy that we decided to put the taco shop that close to Courage. Something could have gone terribly wrong. I'm Zeke. This amazing man next to me is Sundown. We are getting ready, guys. The final opportunity for a lot of these players to qualify here in NA West.
The last chance, 2 more qualification spots up for grabs. You're going to need that mental toughness in order to clutch it out, but the matches are ready, so let's get right on it. Enough of us. You want to see the Fortnite action. We want to see the Fortnite action. And again, if you're playing on Sunday,
Fortnite action, baby!
Opportunity to hop into your game. So, if you see any of your friends out there, or they do anything cool, let them know. Catch that clip. Drop it to them on the social medias, as Monster might say, and then get into the games. You can also watch live in client. There's a nice little bar right there. You can see just over an hour and 45, so nearing the halfway mark as Sol 9 just blows up Retake Impact with a nice little gatekeeping angle there, and he finds Swiftlink as well. He's gonna try and double back over to get the shadows. Opts not to, just pops the launch pad and gets out of dodge.
Now don't forget, guys, if you've watched Fortnite competitive before, you know exactly how dense this lobby is, and this is not surprising. If this is maybe your first few times, expect to see, as we hop into these games, these lobbies with potentially over 50 people, right? Especially over here on West. This is it. Last chance to try and rack up points and secure one of the 2 qualifying spots on the line for West. So now it's all about what can I do? What can I do to get as many points? So how far can I get in placement? Can I get top 25? Once I get there, what's the next step? Top 15? Can I pick up elims along the way? Every single thing, every decision these players make is going to affect the standings. The leaderboards will shift, and it will dictate ultimately who will be going and punching their ticket to the finals in New York City. You know, it's stressful. It's stressful.
I mean, it's stressful for me, indeed. I'm not going to lie. Like, when I talk about this being sweaty, I've applied deodorant 3 times so far today, and I'm just casting. Like, it's been absurdly hype, yelling at the number of plays, the flint knocks that have been broken out, just nuts all over the place, inspired by with a good drum gun spray over there. Antidote also getting taken down. But the action today has been so absurdly close and intense from top to bottom. Everyone has elevated their game across every region, and the question that we want answered is who will have those last 2 spots. Also, one other thing I want to touch on right before we fully focus on the West. Aspect, when he came onto the scene initially, was younger than 16 when that was the previous competitive age, and he had tweeted out, God, only a couple weeks separates me from winning tens of thousands of dollars. You know what? 16th birthday comes through, gets into the fall skirmish, wins the very next event a couple days after, and then goes on to cement himself as one of the favorites. However, from that point on, he really fell off during the starting weeks of the World Cup, so it had to have felt great to get in the last match, get to 60, hold on for an hour, and see yourself in New York City. Brilliantly done from Aspect, one of the original young lords, but now a veteran on the scene. Again, congratulations. But as I said, East is in the books, and we're on to the best of the West in here with Zaytan as he pushes into the box and picks up PTO Quake, getting close to that first placement threshold of top 25 for 3 points. You see
YouTube Zaytan, 2 kills. What happened?
100 rounds. Zaytan is ready. He's looking to take engagements, especially with the slurp, right? Even if he does get chipped into his HP, he can use that slurp to top himself off. We just hit top 25. This is huge. Those first 3 points coming in is going to make a difference. Now, don't forget, every elim is a point. So right now, Zaytan is looking at 5 points if he was eliminated right here. Now, of course, he wants more. He's still hungry. He's looking for that victory royale. You see players trying to rotate here with the backs to the storm. He's going to look for picks if he can. One's going to get caught. The edit there, the door. Hello, welcome to the world, Twinkies.
Not going to survive the apocalypse there. Twinkies does get taken down. Zaytan, however, in one of those tight little box situations. Oh no, he metroed himself. He metroed himself. He's stuck in there, cannot move. This is what kept Metro from qualifying in week 7. Can Zaytan push himself back out, and he is. He's good out, no problem. Top 15 now as Tavern picks up Zucchini, spelled all the way out. Appreciate that, making our lives easy there. As Zayten now for Elim's top 15. 9-point game so far. Inspired Rye picks up Muddy as Me, and we get closer to the top 10. Player just on the outside of the box, and Zayten recognizes it, has the slurp going, gets a ramp placed inside of his box, and he's like, nope, I'm out.
That could have been disastrous, man, that shuttle bomb play. But it's okay, Zayten's recovered. And again, he did hit top 15. 5 total points in placement, 4 in eliminations. We're getting 9 points in a single game. This is massive. 4 players need to fall, and he makes top 5. This can be another round of placement points. He's going to go try for the edit. It fails, unfortunately, but here we go. Immediately, Zedek?
I think it's Zedek, not positive there.
Okay, the X's always confuse me. Edit there, going to be shut down, but look at this. Look at the incline. Right now, Zayten made the smart play using the Shadow Bomb to Billy Goat or Mr. Savage his way up before everyone else.
5 players remaining now, so we're into the last placement threshold. Drizzle goes down. Here's Old Man Mountain. You see Saul desperately trying to get around it. Oh, but Inspired opts to take a shot with his assault rifle. Can he find anything? Looks like it's just going to be a straight up 1v1. No, the zone comes back over.
By the way, I do have an Instagram. But first, if you guys want to answer my Instagram, sub to Catch Fast Quiz, like this video, and my Instagram is, I'm going to put it in the chat, so ready, prepared.
Well done. And I mean, him using that shuttle bomb to just make the rotation early, these are the things you have to do, especially when trying to navigate around a mountain. He immediately said, look, I know what's going to happen here. Everyone's going to get trapped down below. I just need to get up there and establish myself. Everyone has to then come to me. I'm going to just sit here and gatekeep, and it works in his favor. Victory all going his way, but of course, more action on deck. Next game, again, we talk about these dense lobbies. 45 people. 20 people need to be eliminated before we hit round of placement points, and this is Storm Circle 5.
Storm Circle 5, so it's in that overlapping zone. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner. The blue circle indicates where the current safe zone is. The white circle indicates where the new one is. So all the players who are already inside that next white circle will have priority on shooting everyone else who has to rotate in. Psycho is one of those guys, has a gray AR as well as the legendary hand cannon. So decent pressure potential, but not the best in the world. You do see Harrians over there on the side, or Snore. Name spelled backwards. You have Psychic over there in the bottom right, as well as Technique on the lower half of Psycho. Going to continue to just pour shots into people. Has a pretty good angle and is very well covered, so shouldn't be threatened here. It just kind of wants to wait out until the zone closes. You can see it coming in now.
Oh, someone's in the box!
And that was Heaton, who got taken down. It looks like he was just a box square above, but that's going to give Psycho a ton of mats, shadows, rift to go, baller. What more could you want in terms of rotation? That was a gift from above.
That is so unfortunate. I believe the player was edited down, right? It all happened so fast. There's my cousin, LG Prime there, as a fellow Prime. Harrion's here, or Snorri. He likes to spell his name backwards. That actually got me yesterday. You called it out. You know, I feel like I kind of like this too because it makes sense with a capital H at the end.
Yeah, it's the capital that got me. Like,
yo, it's your boy, Face Lucifer.
Is people when they would go to like major LAN events or even just local ones would spell their name backwards, and then Centro gets utterly abused. Not going to put that clip on YouTube as Harrians picks that up, and he has a full little shop down there. I mean, he could just be hanging out. You see the Storm Surge warning come on through. If you are unfamiliar with Storm Surge, the way it works, if you have not been dealing damage to opposing players, just been super passive, maybe hanging out in a ball on the low ground or in a 1-by-1 the whole time, you will be punished. Inactivity is not something that will be granted when there's this many players who are left. It's 10 damage per tick as it comes through, and Harrians again goes to put the traps out.
Oh, that's kind
of does get eaten by it, but Amu Okami gets taken down. He's gonna be okay with that. Has the rift as well in case he needs to get out of dodge tool, but there's a player directly behind it. Rift right now. Yep, there you go. Takes him with you, and he's just gonna get back into the center zone. You actually saw he pulled 2 other players with him.
I just stepped on my
They were just in shadow.
Damn.
Yo,
Face Lucifer.
5 effective HP.
I was watching your stream.
This is going to tell the entire lobby. Lobby, I am in critical condition. Please leave me alone. Let's just play fair here. But look at this. Everyone's scrambling, trying to get themselves to safety. Psychic's already poised himself in a great spot. Posted up. Now look up above. We got a bunch of billiards in play. Look at this though. Harrians.
Yep.
The double launch.
Yo, Chris, you want to say anything to anybody?
Smart thing to do. All right, he's just saying, look, I'm just going to keep this one by one over. I'm just going to use this as my defensive tool.
What do you want to say to the people?
Okay, I believe that was a geyser here.
Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit that like button.
Okay, Harrian's going to get a new position now. And there we go, top 25. Just
I'll be your mommy.
Roman is 14. Picks him up, sends him back to the lobby. I mean, look, Harrians has a fantastic loadout. The 8 rockets, the mini.
What would you do if they were your mom? If you were their mommy?
He's ready to just take this lobby by storm.
Yeah, if I was a good mommy,
to use it, and that's going to be a play right there.
I would tell them
with the direct impact, and then gets SX Beast with the collateral damage, knocking the build down.
I was tell them, give me your phone.
Hey guys, by the way, if you don't like this video in the past 6 seconds and you don't subscribe by the past 6 seconds, when you wake up, you're going to step on the Lego.
Hits the first combat shot, and now we'll look down to the low ground as you see a number of rifts, and the geyser. 2 rifts go up, geyser go up. Everyone's up in the sky.
No, let's go
Cue
up.
the circus music as we're about to hit top 15. Who will be the player to drop? Psycho.
You don't have to turn on the light.
Yo, Kristen,
begins his waterfall. 1-2, plays the forward instead, drops down, and Dankies gets ripped.
And that geyser just caused so much havoc, allowing people to reset.
Could you leave the party, but you can watch me on the phone because your background.
He's going to be take down the zone technique. Mission Arion sending rockets up above, just messing with people's builds, and Psycho gets shut down. Psycho, this is huge. And look, he's got the 2 slurps, 2 launch pads, 2 campfires, 3 half shields. You can't really use the half shields. You're not going to be given the 4 seconds. But wishful thinking there, an 80, double 80, 136. Headshot spree, Psycho. This is what you need. Especially Sundown right here. One more player needs to go down. Top 5. Harry Hunts with more rockets.
Yo, his name is right. He's a Psycho. Psycho Twan.
Harrians picking up a nice double there. Now you have Psycho in your top right, Harrians in your bottom right. Psycho on 19 points, Harrian on 22. Psycho takes that one away from him.
Psycho
target, but now Psycho looking straight down on Harrians. He doesn't realize! Harrians doesn't realize he was right on top of him, but he blocks him off. Now Harrians has high ground control, but both of them as Psycho falls down.
GG's the Snarl versus Psycho. GG, he's just said it.
Harrians, great victory royale, up to 27 points, the top spot out of the semifinals. Can he do it today? That's the question. We're in NA West. The action doesn't stop. The games are going live. If you want to check it out in client, you can click that watch live tab, or you can pull up the leaderboards yourself, check out your favorite player, and, you know, just get the matches going. Not sure how you'd be able to be in the client hearing me and not know the watch tab. Favorite player, and, you know, just get the matches going. Not sure how you'd be able to be in the client hearing me and not know the watch tab.
Okay.
Man, I'm still... Well, Mouse gets picked off there. I'm still reeling from that last game.
It was fantastic, but one thing I want to talk about rather than going back to last game, just right there, you saw how it looked like he shot him through the stair. If a build is yellow, that indicates that there is a player or something currently phasing through it that is causing it to not complete building. This means that projectiles and other things will continue to pass through it until it gets built. Both the shots going through there. Well done from Jaylee. Now on board with FaZe's Jarvis, the player who in week 7 was just 2 points out of qualification. The controller lord out of the West ended up taking home the Fortnite Friday with FaZe Tilt just this past weekend. Can he add a World Cup qualification spot to his resume? He desperately wants to, sitting right now on 25 points.
We're about to hit Storm Circle 6 as well. And again, another dense lobby, 41 players. We started on about 45, and it's been thinned out just a little bit here. Now look at this. We have to begin making rotations through Neil tilted. Chef Shaba there going to be picked up by Jarvis, his 3rd elimination. And there's still 39 players left in this lobby that potentially could just be food for Jarvis. Look at this, man. Shoulder to shoulder, 1-by-1s. People separated by a single build. Jarvis, all right. I like the impulses to reposition, and he's going to be able to farm a little bit of wood there as well. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, impulses can be a little risky. You don't necessarily always know where you're going to land, but with all of these player-based structures over here, it gets them into the center of zone and allows them to spray shots back down the rest of the lobby, hitting a couple of tags there. You can see the Storm Surge warning on the right-hand side. 3 more players need to go down. Kicks does get converted over by the Storm. Jarvis now opting for the impulse play and catching himself on top of the builds. Immediately turns, saw that player, knows he's a tarp above or in shadow form now, drops the edit, and he's going to work back through the Burger Tower.
Okay, I like this too, because if you're using builds, you expose yourself. Or you could not use a build and hide in a little corner here. This is what makes Neil Tilted so dangerous. We see players just all the way around. We're at 28 players. This lobby is going to continue to thin out because everyone is scrambling right now, trying to get themselves to safety. Jarvis, look at him though, still on effective HP. He's trying to hunt this player down. He wants this elimination. A flick shot comes out, nothing connects. Now he's got the beat on the player. He knows where this player is, and he's just trying to lock it up.
26 players left, and you also notice he kept ducking out into the storm, trying to catch that player, not covering his back, but was well enough, gets directly on top of Papo Anthony. You can run, but you can't hide. Jarvis is inevitable. He will find you, and that's a big swing for him now on an 8-point match, 5 elims and top 25, but Little takes out Wheels, another fantastic contender. We saw him and Jay, and Jarvis just pickaxe the ball out into the storm. That's going to be storm damage, and actually huge strat. If you are out of builds or have nothing to do against the ball or don't have a boogie, pickaxe it, send it out in the storm, and then just shoot it out. It's 10 damage that goes off there. If they think they're safe and they're not going to pop out, get the opportunity. However, it is risky. They can pop out and shoot you back. Most of the time, they do want to play passive. We've seen a couple of those go through. It's 900 IQ, but right now, Jarvis is trying to be 900 IQ. Gets pulled up into the rift. No shots coming out from everyone as the dives begin to go out. A number of umbrellas are pulled since we're at top 18. Players just want to stay in the lobby. Vinny gets
he get high ground. Yes, dive in. There you go. Connects with it. That was beautiful.
He needs to get back in the zone. Oh, he does. He finds a nice little pocket, and now he has that high ground priority, Zeke, like you just called out.
Someone goes with a challenge. It's Blinks the Fire.
Just ruined it.
And dude, just outside top 15.
That's so rough when you put in that much time, but he's going to be okay with that still. A double-digit performance there out of Jarvis. Now, Blixafire drops down onto a little girl trying to get out and over around the side. No, that's not who's playing. That's his name. As we check over into the mid-tarp, you got World Cup Deuces trying to manifest that positive energy, doing everything he can. We've seen him in these lobbies before, but Barrow is trying to have a say about it. The duo qualifiers wanting a solo spot desperately, and Arkham trying to get one of those as Spicy gets picked up on the way down. Barely even a reaction. I didn't even see him there right out of the side, but Arkham gonna keep working down. Has the uncommon attack, notices the player in that baller right next to him. He does drop out. Can he create the distance? And he does. Deuce is still in as he gets Little. Twinkies picks up Spiky, and Localist goes down, so we're closing in on the top 5. You see the trap on the ceiling. Arkham gets 2 tags and now needs to pickaxe his way through. He can't go that way. Knows there's a trap, and he finds Jay Lee.
Navigating this building, the technical savvy, the ability to remain calm. Arkham, you are a legend, but look up top though. Barrow, look, his HP is very low. He's got the RPGs, 3 left. He's gonna start sending these rockets down to this mid-ground tarp. Deuces, Zed, Snipes, they're gonna be all forced down toward Arkham. But look, we're going up on the side of this mountain. They need to make something happen. They need to, okay, they're just gonna battle it out. Arkham here, the lowest HP, the rocket gonna come in and protect himself.
He's in the zone, he's
oh my God!
He got it! That was sick. Arkham was so good while Barrow had the high ground control. Everyone funneled into Arkham, and he says, welcome, I'm the meat grinder on the bottom. Give me it all. Give me the elims. Give me the victory royale. And you know what? I'm going to try and get one of those qualification spots. Brilliantly done from Arkham. 1x there, closing it out with the victory royale and staying savvy. The rocket pressure from the high ground was immense. You're playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifier Final. There's 2 spots on the line, and you cover yourself the entire time just knowing you have the zone, knowing you have the pressure. That is intelligent game sense defined right there from the Week 2 duo qualifier. Desperately trying to find a spot as we now cross the halfway mark of the queue times on NA West.
Oh my gosh, we've just been treated to some of the most unbelievable Fortnite action. It's so, I'm so honored to just be here and to just get to hang out with you guys and cast these games. Again, another dense lobby, 49 people. And look where we are. This is the half in, half out circle we talk about all the time. That's circle number 5. Is Isekai Proverbs here trying to find more eliminations. He does have 2, which is pretty significant, especially because we're down to half of the lobby. He's just going to look to play maybe a little slow, trying to isolate this player on the other side of this wall. Wall Eddie comes through. Does the ramp fall up? Nope. He picks up pavers there and some loot. If I didn't even see that.
Check your ceiling.
I didn't even see. I was like, he's going to walk in and get the loot. If that was me, I would be gone. That's it. I would have been eliminated. Actually, I wouldn't even be competing here because this is the finals, top 3,000 of the region. I would not have made it this far. But that was Proverbs. Let's go, man. Great eyesight. It's like a hawk.
I'm not even going to ask you what your arena score is as we hop on board.
You know
here.
what my arena score is.
You see Saf there on the far left side. Karsten up top. Cheeks also putting some shots down towards him. You have Redux on the side. And right now, Proverbs is in that firing tunnel. And he says, nah, I'm good. Out of there. No thank you. Want nothing to do with that. Pops the last of his shadow bombs and gets all the way over into the priority side of the zone. Look at the bottom right-hand side. The whole lobby has to rotate past Proverbs. So what are they going to do? They're going to pressure him, saying, nah, you don't get to hold that spot for free.
And I mean, look at the health, man. Down to 29. If the lobby decides to turn on Proverbs, he's going to get picked off. He just needs to take a second, bury himself down in these builds, and start either looking for a siphon, get the meds, or the minis.
One thing else, too, want to call out, mispronounced your name yesterday. You saw Code Cali there on the bottom, another player who had a great day, but we're on board here with Twitch Maximo as he drops in and they say, just stand still. Stand still. Hello? Hello?
Okay, you missed the first one. No! I don't know why he was trying to wiggle there and trying to be a little cheeky about it. He does get the 63 though, Sundown.
He should get this. The players in the storm will get the storm takeover.
There it is.
But the question is, how much does it cost him? Because that should have been free, and it should have given him the high ground control. So can he get that back? We're getting closer in to the top 25. Instead, just going to use the redeploy. He picked up and hop right over. Good bunny hop to maintain the momentum and continue going. Again, when we talk about bunny hop, spamming jump when you're touching the ground, you can. Monique pushing over 34 players remaining, so still not at that first placement threshold. You see Achoti Pasolo getting picked up on the low ground by Lorelei there. Mo also in this match, S2 still representing on that West Coast, the friend group who is all about getting better at Fortnite, and they're representing hard here. Jae Young picks up evade mood, and we have our top 25. Brockster gets knives FN right away. Aether goes down as well, so 8 more spots until we get the next one. And Brockster now knows the player's not going to cover his 6, drops right down on top of him. Hello, Moni, hello? Open your ears up, man. He's right next to you, but well done there from Brockster. Not double jumping, being patient. That's what we talk about. Don't need to be sprinting next to him. Use those fast-paced speed. Got to be keeping an eye out on those heartbeats. No, it's incredibly difficult as we get closer to the second placement threshold. 17 players remaining, and the 7th zone is closing.
And of course, it wouldn't be a game if we weren't trying to traverse Father Mountain. Oh, thankfully, the storm goes in the completely opposite direction. It was just a tease. It was just a joke, but look down below. Rapid gets picked up. Holds 45 there. Going to be going toe-to-toe up on the high ground, though. Lore here is going to be battling it out with Lore the second. Sup, Lore?
Lore, you're Lore. There we go. Top 10 here. Lore on the high ground.
All right, a bunch of players have fallen. We're now 7 players remain. Great shadow bomb to keep Lore here, just ensuring no fall damage is taken. But look at everyone else. They're deep within the builds. You've got 2 players down below that aren't building. They've got to be out of materials. Can Lore take advantage of the Brockster up on top? He still has them. But look at everyone down below. Everyone else is battling it out right now.
Yeah, we're into the top 5, top 4 now. Brockster top right on the high ground. He says, no, I don't need high ground. Let's just join the fray down here. Only 1 tarp above. Lore gets Mo and gets the match from it. There, Brockster gets I Am Charo. Lore has a shadow if he wants to try and retake. Zone is closing. Also has 75 to the 24 build, but Brockster doesn't care. Shoot first, ask questions later. Brockster putting pressure onto Lore. Knows the zone is there. Lore tries to dip out and around, but too clever for your own good. Brockster, 5 elims and the victory royale, 15 points there to push him up to 32. That match was ridiculous, but for now, we're going to throw it back on over to Courage, who's in the studio.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes, great energy from Zeke and Sundown. What you don't see behind the scenes is Zeke currently taking his shoes off, got the socks out.
Honestly, he looks extremely relaxed.
He's looking real comfortable, but the energy's there. I like it. I respect it. I love hearing those two on the mic. Courage joined by Dr. Lupo as we catch you up to speed on a few things going on while the NA West action unfolds. Obviously intense down to the wire in some of those games right there. Arkham with a big performance. We saw Jarvis with an unfortunate demise there in 16th place. But Ben, I know you've got some things you want to show us.
It's actually funny you mentioned both of those players, Jarvis. Harians as well on that list, and Arkham to end it. We have a set of replays. We're going to look at all three players and what they've done thus far for NA West. Pretty crazy how fast-paced things happen in these games, and I think NA West is one. They don't shy away from, the pace of what we've seen from EU and NA East. Shots inside a box, awareness, very, very important in Fortnite. See, Harians here, a number of plays repeatedly showing he's got the awareness, the ability to build up. Basically chasing his own rocket down in that clip right there to match a player elevation, shots from above, swap out the RPG, one of the most powerful weapons late game, especially when you have a swarm of players underneath. Repeated shots. Give me a combat shotgun and an RPG in a high-skilled player's hands, and I guarantee you'll see a feed. Right. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Matching height there, catching Psycho on the rotation down, but like we said, Aaron's not the only player from NA West putting on a good show. Jarvis, you mentioned shots on the outside, little peek shot on another player, getting third party, taking opportunities every time they have a chance. Very, very important that players are paying attention to who's around them and what exactly they're doing and maybe what other people are doing to them. Jarvis says the impulse over the top, flying away there. Get an escape. You got a landing on top of another baller player. Papo Anthony goes down and picks up a quick little set of loot. We've seen those kind of chases pretty often, too. You have players that are flying through the air, and they'll follow someone on a redeploy, or baller, the rift to go, and landing literally inside the same box, taking ownership of it. You mentioned Arkham here. Patience is so key. We're in the top 5 at the very end here, and Arkham sitting on the ultimate low ground, waiting for players literally to drop in like that. Deuces goes down, another one, and Arkham's just going for a flick, looking for the next, finds a follow-up. Another one, back to back to back to back, and Arkham doesn't even need to climb his way out until the very last second. And even then, Barl goes down to himself.
Yeah.
The feed, Arkham took it over. NA West, just top-tier awareness, but still at 49 points, still in first place. Pika from WBG, but Harians right here. We saw a ton of clips from him at the beginning of this set of replays there.
Yep.
Taking second place
Pika,
so far.
Pika, 3 games played, 3 wins. Thankfully for everyone else on this list, Pika already qualified. So because Pika's already qualified, it would be players in second and third if it would remain this same score line. We'll see if that happens, though, Dr. Lupo. So far, NA West looking great. Obviously, still some time to queue. So that being said,
Let's throw it back, Jack.
Maybe send it back on over to our casters to keep the action going. Zeke and Sundown, take it away.
Thank you guys so much. Oh, did I cut you off? You want to do it?